In Nehemiah 2:20 it says, "He is the one that will give us success, but we, his servants, shall rise and build."
The building process is not new to Butch Jennings. In the early 90s, he built himself into a Division I football player at Liberty University. And then he took to rebuilding his overweight, underachieving little brother, Rashad.
I asked Rashad, look at yourself as a 30-year-old man. And he looked at me and I said, look at yourself as a 30-year-old man. What will you tell Rashad Jennings now? That was the biggest thing I've ever asked my brother. And that's what changed his life.
That question and some brotherly love helped reinvent Rashad, setting the course for the NFL career he enjoys today. Butch's love for football and his passion to help young men made coaching a natural fit. He would lead Virginia Episcopal School to 2 state championships, but in his heart, he began to feel a deeper calling.
I said, okay, I'm going to challenge God. I said, I know what I really want. I would love to be at a Christian school, a private Christian school. And I said, I would like to be there to do one thing. I want to work with some urban kids, some minorities. And I said, but God, ain't no school out there like that. And we laughed about it, wrote it on the board, and Habakkuk 2 came to life for me. Write the vision, make it plain so that others can read it. And I kid you, we wrote that vision out, me and my wife, for 2 years straight, praying. And I saw this job, and it said urban community job, Christian environment, and it said it was like 75% minorities. I just shook my head, and when we got here, it was awesome.
The here is Valley Christian School in Youngstown, Ohio, a unique environment with a clear-cut mission.
Valley Christian Schools is located in the worst-ranked public school district in the state of Ohio. 615 public school districts. This district is ranked 615. Most private Christian schools are tuition-based, so there's a tuition barrier to getting in. But because of school choice in Ohio, most of our kids are funded with public dollars. So what we're able to do is actually serve a very desperate community in very unique and Christ-centered ways.
And that's exactly the opportunity that Butch Jennings has as the head football coach at Valley Christian.
My motto is filled by passion, but guided by purpose. And that's what we do. These kids are filled by passion to play the game, but I have a responsibility. As they're exercising their passion, I have to begin to guide them by purpose. But also in training these young men, we've discovered something here. These young men are hungry. They're thirsty for knowledge. They're thirsty for Christ. They're ready to go to the next level. They want to change their community. So I decided to partner with these young men, help them change their community. And that's what we're doing together.
And as Coach Jennings begins to build up these young men at Valley Christian, he also has another building project in mind.
Some people would see this, see something tore up, dilapidated. I see opportunity.
Historic Old South Stadium is the practice facility for Valley Christian. But ever the dreamer, Jennings knows with the right help, it can be so much more.
I see a great opportunity to unify this community through this Old South Stadium. And so that's what the real vision is. It's gonna take a lot of work, it's gonna take the community. But being a Liberty grad, one thing I learned from Dr. Falwell, you can't think small. And I have the kids sometimes, come down here and say, this is how you rebuild a wall, you rebuild a wall with a brick. But this brick, I always tell them, this brick is you. You got holes in it, and we need to fill it. But I said, when you fill the holes with the mortar, it's to stick back up in here. And I said, that's what we're gonna do with this football program. We're gonna rebuild this football program. So when I see this, it's a sign of hope, because I know when something is broken, it's designed to be rebuilt.
Whether it's those taking the field or the field itself, Jennings is always building, always pursuing the vision that God has laid out for him.
He is the one that will give us success, but we, his servants, shall rise and build. It's time to rebuild the youth of Youngstown. We, his servants, shall rise and rebuild together.